Welcome Virgo to your weekly reading. This is for the 21st to the 28th of April. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Virgo, I'm going to start off with your oracle card. This will give us the core theme coming through for you. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Virgo, I'm going to start off by looking at the area you should focus on. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Virgo, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Your core message is it's not your fault. Now, when this comes up, Virgo, you are being told that something that you might be blaming yourself for or coming down on yourself incredibly hard was actually not your fault. It actually had nothing to do with you. This could have been a relationship that didn't work out, or a job or a business that didn't work out, something that happened that you have taken full responsibility for. And I feel for many of my Virgos, you've been very hard on yourself in this particular circumstance. And what you're being told this week is that what has transpired was out of your hands in some way. But let us continue and see where this could be coming up for you. I'm going to start off over here with Judgment, and we're looking at the area you should focus on, and I am just going to get your clarifier. So we want to see now what Judgment is for Virgo, please. Nine of Cups. Virgo, this Judgment energy is very connected to it's not your fault. And what you're being asked to do this week is to stand up and look at what was really going on in whatever this situation or relationship is or was for you. So for example, my dear Virgos, if you were suddenly fired or retrenched from your job and you now feel like it was all your fault, you didn't do enough, you weren't proactive enough, you should have done this, you should have said that, and you're going over it and over it. Judgment is telling you, Virgo, go deeper. Look at what the real reason was. Perhaps, my dear Virgos, you were simply retrenched because the company is not doing well. Perhaps, my dear Virgos, you might have been fired from your job because your boss is threatened by you. Or perhaps your boss is on their way out and they didn't know how to manage the situation. If a certain friendship has fallen apart and you don't understand why, all of a sudden this particular friend is ghosting you. They're not returning your calls, they're not returning your SMSs, and you have taken it upon yourself to think, what have I done wrong? What did I say? What didn't I say? And you're racking your brain, trying to think of what could have happened. Perhaps this week, my dear Virgos, when you stand up and you go deeper and you look into it, you might find out that this particular friend is so involved in something that is going on in their life. Perhaps they have just lost their job, or perhaps they are in the process of separating from their long-term partner. Or dear Virgo, if you are honest and you look back, you might just realize that it was you that always did the running, the planning and the organizing, and this friend was really not there for you when you needed them. Now what happens, my dear Virgos, is that when you look at this particular situation and you come to a deep understanding, you are bringing yourself into Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups here is telling me of the joy of realizing, you know what? I did my best. I gave it my all. It's not my fault. I am now free to move on to a new job, a new relationship, a new friendship, knowing that you did all that you could, and now it's time for you to move on to wish fulfillment, which is Nine of Cups. A Nine of Cups is telling you you're going to release this, understand what is happening, and be able to bring about relationships and situations that are good for you and are going to bring you a lot of joy and fulfillment. Now let us move on and see who or what King of Cups is for you that is sitting in your possible challenges. So we want to see now who or what King of Cups is for Virgo, please. Queen of Wands. Virgo, you are coming through this week presenting as King of Cups. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine. It is the energy of King of Cups I am speaking about. And as you're coming through as King of Cups, we know, my dear Virgos, that what is happening for you this week is actually a deep emotional realization, growth and expansion of understanding that sometimes you cannot take responsibility for other people's choices and actions. All you can do is be responsible for who you are and the path you have chosen to go down. And this is what I'm seeing with King of Cups, is your emotional wisdom and maturity coming through, really having this aha moment, understanding that sometimes people have to walk their own road. And you, my dear Virgos, can only be true to who you are and what you stand for. Now there is somebody coming through here this week presenting as Queen of Wands. Once again, this could be a masculine or feminine. It is the energy of Queen of Wands I am speaking about. Now, Virgo, I do feel that this is somebody already in your life. And what I am seeing here is that this is somebody who is going to understand you, support you, be your number one cheerleader as you go through this process. As you come to that deep understanding of, you know what, I am not going to blame myself that this relationship is not working. I have given it all I've got. And Queen of Wands will come in and give you any additional advice and perspective, showing you, my dear Virgos, that you're right. And sometimes when things don't work out, it's because there is something bigger and more wonderful waiting for you. So with King of Cups and Queen of Wands coming through here, I do not feel that you have any big challenges coming through this week. What I am seeing, my dear Virgos, is a wonderful emotional support coming through by somebody who could be a family member, your significant other, a close friend, somebody who sees you, understands you, and wants the best for you. Now let us see what King of Swords is all about, that is sitting in messages and advice from Spirit. So we want to see now what King of Swords is for Virgo, please. Knight of Pentacles. Virgo, Spirit has a very interesting message for you. Spirit is letting you know that this week there is somebody else coming in who is presenting as King of Swords. Now once again, this could be a masculine or feminine. It is the energy of King of Swords I am speaking about. And this is a very logical, practical person. Now Virgo, this could be somebody new coming in, or it could be somebody already in your life. What King of Swords is coming in with is being represented by Knight of Pentacles. As you can see, Knight of Pentacles is facing the rest of the energies we have spoken about and is holding up the pentacle, which represents an opportunity or possibility which is connected to Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. So Virgo, whatever this was for you that you might have been disappointed by, a friend who let you down, a romantic relationship that didn't work out, your business struggling, a job that you were fired or retrenched from, King of Swords is coming in with a new possibility or opportunity that is going to be connected to giving you that feeling of wish fulfillment. Now remember, Virgo, this can come through in many different ways. This could be that you put out your resume and this week you go on an interview and King of Swords is your potential new boss. This week you could go out with your friends and meet somebody new that has the potential to be a new romantic partner or a great new friend. Somebody is coming in, and it has this feeling for me, my dear Virgos, that Spirit sees what you have been through and you are almost getting a confirmation that there is something bigger, better and more wonderful coming in for you. So a really lovely message coming through from Spirit. Now let us see what Four of Swords is for you that is sitting in the possible outcome of the week. Right, let us see now what Four of Swords is for Virgo, please. The Hierophant. My dear Virgos, at the end of the week, you are being asked to take some time for yourself, just to review and go over what the week has brought in for you. We've seen two very strong personalities coming through. We've seen you stepping up with your inner wisdom and understanding what is going on and moving forward into Nine of Cups. Now, Four of Swords is saying, just take some time at the end of the week to reflect, to connect with your heart, my dear Virgos. What is your heart calling for you to do? Really give yourself time and space just to come back to yourself. The wonderful card we see ending the week for you is the Hierophant, because what the Hierophant confirms for us is the energy of as above, so below, which tells us, my dear Virgos, whatever is ultimately meant for you will be yours. You might not get there directly. Your journey will probably not be a straight line. You will take a lot of detours and you will have to jump a lot of hurdles, but this is all part of growth and expansion, making you who you are. As long as you believe in yourself and stand in your truth, my dear Virgos, what is meant for you will always be yours. Wow, Virgo, this is going to be an incredibly interesting and exciting week for you. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.